Hi, welcome back to Firenzecolor Classroom. I'm Elliott, and today we're going to be doing a brick finish with an old world wash on top. To start, we're going to be using a prime board, primed with Firenze primer, and we're going to do a base coat of Marmorino KS. The trowel I'm using is a stainless steel trowel. These are the best trowels for doing any kind of Venetian plaster. Start applying the KS, nice and smooth, just tight enough where you're not leaving any texture. You just want an even base coat. Nice and smooth, always working away from your material, not so that you cover your line. Alright, that's it for step one. And when this dries completely, we're going to put some tape. This is a 1/4 inch tape that you can find in the arts and crafts store. And as you see, I've already prepared it here, and I've laid it out to look like bricks. For our next step, we're going to use a brick red color. And this is the name of this product is Marmur Fine. It's a little bit heavier grit than the product we just used, the Marmorino KS. We apply that the same way, pretty much nice and even. Don't put too much texture. But the only thing we're going to do here is we're going to work inside the lines. Meaning, don't do your best not to work towards the tape. The reason for that is because you can lift the tape up and mess up all the work that you've done laying the tape out. You just fill in those lines. As you can see, I'm just leveling this all smooth. I'm not using much texture here either. Same as the first step. Anytime you're using a product with heavy aggregate like this, you want to use a different trowel than a trowel that you would use for a smooth plaster, because the heavy aggregate can destroy your trowel. So this is not my main trowel that I use for fine plaster. This is a different trowel. Alright, so as we're working the wall, we'll let this dry up a little bit, then we'll come back and compress. And always, when you're compressing Marmur Fine, or any other product with a lot of aggregate, you want to go against the chatter. So if you see a little bit of chatter, turn your trowel the other way, drag it the opposite direction. Okay. Now when this is done, you're going to let it dry about to the touch, but not all the way before you pull your tape. If you let it dry completely before you pull your tape, It's still going to come up, but it's going to be a lot. You're going to be fighting some dry plaster. So I'm pulling this off while it's still wet. You don't want to pull it off usually if it's still too wet, because it's very easy to get smudges with this bright red color. Alright, once we got rid of all that tape, it's going to look like this. We let it dry, and we've got a beautiful set of bricks here. What we want to do now is make it look a little dirtier, because these bricks look too cartoony and fake and clean. So what I'm going to use is called Base Silosanica. It's an exterior color wash that can also be used as a sealer. Tinted to a dull grayish brown color, and I'm going to apply that with a sponge. What this is going to do is also going to fill in my grout lines, my imaginary grout lines, make them look a little dirtier and more natural as well. I'm just going like in circular motions, a little bit of dabbing, a little bit of swirling, just going back and forth, just to dirty it up a little bit. Alright, I'll let this dry, and I'm going to do one more step. We're going to apply the KS again, tinted to a color, and we're going to leave some spots open so it looks like the wall broke away and revealed these bricks to us. Where I can find it.
Something else. Use it to the legal.
Here it is. Alright, so when you do this step, you're going to want to put a little bit of material on the trowel at a time, because you don't want to cover up too much. So you have more control. And you just turn the trowel a little bit flat and drag. And then knock out. And that's what it looks like, little pieces of broken wall.
And of course, make it look natural.
As you can see, I'm never starting this way. Look, does that look natural? It looks like a line. So what I would always do there is come the opposite direction. Now it looks like a natural piece of wall broke off. this dries, I'll compress a little bit. And then when it's totally dry, you can leave it as it is, or you can put another color wash, the same wash, have it look even more rustic. Thanks again for checking us out in Firenzecolor Classroom.